EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Aviators of Houston taking on the Desperados of Buenos Aires.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Look at this defense.
And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. They've got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
Chris Olave.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Aviators need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Antonio Johnson makes the stop. Take a look at this defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Ritter. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's a give to Bigsby. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Take Bigsby.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Desperados have got it back to within a score.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. As they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Aviators.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it,
and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They go play action here on first down.
He completes it to Olave.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Another run by Bigsby.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for Buenos Aires. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here's Bigsby.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A run here with Bigsby.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And now a hook
back up downfield on second down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Another run for Gibbs here.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
On the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
They'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw here. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And Bigsby once more.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, here's Bigsby.
Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On the carry, Bigsby.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They run for it with Bigsby.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Houston, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for